What is going on, everyone? Beckett here, and welcome to another devlog in our devlog series. It's been a while since we've done a new devlog, and so we have some exciting updates coming in our July update. And as always, before we begin, we have a playlist set up for all our for this entire series. If you're interested in checking out any video from this series, the link will be in the description, as well as there will be a time card up for you can access the devlog right there. And we also have a small Discord that we're trying to grow. If you'd like to check it out, and as always, our Patreon and our coffee will also be linked down below for anyone that, if you're interested in supporting our projects. All right, and so with that out of the way, let's go over what we have new. So for this devlog, I decided to do a more programming approach. So because we had to do a emergency patch recently for our game. So basically, it was alerted to us that when you clicked on the settings menu, the game crashed. And so when I looked through the files, I realized that I was calling an image file that wasn't in the actual game folder. So I had to, and it what looks like what happened is, I guess in programming it, I accidentally deleted the actual file, the required file by mistake, and so I had to recreate the file and add it to the game folder, and then like fix a little bit of code to get it working. But you may notice that we're actually in Ren'py right now, but we're not in that actual block of code. Where we're in a different section. The reason is because in my troubleshooting of that issue, I realized that I forgot to enable archive for distributions. Well, that's the thing about archiving with Ren'py is that it's enabled by default, but it doesn't have any. If you don't add anything to it, it doesn't really do anything. So you have to actually program archiving. And so what do I mean by archiving? So Ren'py has this feature called archive, and basically what it is that when you do a build distribution, what it does is when it compiles your code, it places it in a what archiving does is it places all your code, all your images, all your basically all the stuff that you don't want people to be able to access by just opening the game folder. It places it in an archive.rpa, but you have to actually program it in to actually do it. So I'm gonna just do a general breakdown of one, and so basically so that we can, and I'll just try to break down the code as best I could. So let's dive right into it. So this is a brand new project, and this isn't my project. This is just a brand new project. When you create a brand new project, it supplies you with this. So the classify just basically, as it says, it just gives you a file list. You're just basically giving it a name. I'm not too sure what the asterisks mean. I believe that, I think it's doing a wildcard type thing, but that it doesn't, that it takes in everything that could fit into that category. This line of code, just don't even touch it. just always leave this enabled. This is, I don't know if this is completely required, but I just generally would not touch this. Anything that you're doing for archiving, I would just generally just put it underneath all of this. So what this does right here, what this does is that it allows a .html or .text to be added to your build distribution, so you can basically create a README for your game. So this is just another thing that you should always have enabled. So just tap that in there. And so I'm just going to do a very basic archiving, and I'm just going to break it down the best I could. So I'm just going to add a couple of spaces, and then I'm just going to do build.archive, which basically means that I'm telling it to archive. This is what I'm telling it to archive. And so it takes a couple parameters. First off, it takes the folder that you're going to use. And so let's say you had a folder called scripts, which is where you had all your script files. Then you would put that in you would specify that you want to archive the script folder. And then what you're going to tell it is that you're going to tell it like how many files you want. As you can see, by default it's set to all, which includes all files. What this means to me is that you don't have to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just in case. So I just always just do all, and so what this does is that it just tells it to archive everything in the scripts folder and go into the scripts folder and archive everything. But this doesn't actually grab the files. You have to actually specify. This basically just creates the archive, but basically what you're gonna put into it. But you actually have to specify what files you're gonna grab. This just basically creates a range of what you're planning on grabbing, pretty much. And then you would go down, and then you would do build.classify, which tells it this is what you're actually gonna grab. And then you're gonna go in and create. You're gonna do the full path, which would be game slash, and then you would do the wildcard, or whatever it means, because I'm not even entirely sure myself. And then let's say like you had font files, then you would want to grab that, and then you would tell it where it's currently stored. And let's say you had font files in your script folder, then you would put it and you tell it to search the script folders for anything anything that matches that. So basically what this line of code is saying, it's saying to go into the script folder and then search for any file that has a .ttf extension, and then put it in the scripts archive .rpa, the scripts archive. And then that's pretty much it. And like if you wanted to do one for all your images, you would just go up and just do build.archive and you would just do images. And then you would just grab all, and then do the same thing down here. And just to be just so like I just make it complete, I'll just also do this tell it to grab the compiled ones. You don't have to really I wouldn't really worry about the uncompiled ones. The compiled ones are the ones that you're worried about. those are the ones that I would store in the archive. And then this folder is these RPY files are stored in the script folder, so you just save scripts. And now for the other one, since I just defined the images, I'm gonna tell it to grab. I'm gonna tell it to grab the let's say you had JPEG folders, JPEG images. I'm going to tell it to search for any JPEG images. And then you're going to tell it to search the images folder. And then we'll just do the same thing for pings, because pings are a lot more common than JPEGs. So at least in my experience, I use a lot of pings for Ren'py games, especially for sprites, and also my Blender render stuff in pings. Anyway. And yeah, and that's pretty much just a general breakdown of archiving. And so basically what happened is that I forgot to do this for my build distribution, so I had to go in and actually do this. So this is just a general breakdown of doing that. And so for our upcoming update, which is coming out in a couple of days, this will bring our newest update will bring us to version 0.05, and as far as updates go, it is we did a little bit of work on the Mika and Mika conversation scene. It's a little bit longer now, and we refined the code a bit, and I'm also going to do some GUI updates to the gallery, so to give it more give it some more functionality. And so that's pretty much what we have coming up for the updates. So now it has been a while since, and I'll just, even though this is just a test file, I'll just save it. That project is going to be deleted after this anyway, so it doesn't matter, because what I just saved would throw an error. In fact, I'll actually show you that if I launch project, it's gonna cause an error. Oh yeah, that's right, because I forgot that that line code only pertains to build distributions. So that's why I didn't throw an error. My mistake. Okay, so as far as the other projects, it's been a while since I've actually talked about it. So I'm happy to announce we are kinda almost done, with the base map, at least for the hair. The hair has been sort of colored. I do want to do some more final work on it to improve the hair, and then I'm gonna work on doing some shading on the ears, and then after that the base color is done. So I'm really liking how it's coming out. It's coming out really nicely. So we're making good progress on that. And yeah, so I'm doing a slow progress on this project. This project, and it's not a big rush to work on. But yeah, I'm making some good progress on it. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is that I'm going to, once I finish modeling the rest of the body, I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to see if I can add some more polygon, some more edges to it to give it like some better definitions, and just overall make it look better. Because specifically, if we come over, I think I tried to hide it. Yeah, if we zoom in right here, you can see that there's a bad area right here, because there's a clipping right here, and that's causing a bad area. So I'm gonna go in and fix that. And there's a couple bad clipping areas over here also. yeah. So well, what this means is that it needs more edges. But the reason I don't have any, I have it like this is because of this poly count. It's at 7,000 polygons, and I'm trying to keep it as low as I can. I can keep it. So that's why I haven't like done fix those areas yet, because I'm trying to, because I don't know how many polygons the rest of the body is gonna add. So I'm just trying to keep it as low as I can keep it. All right. And so other than that, we have some good news. So in our game, well, you can't see it on this page, but we actually got our first review the other day. We got our very first review as a 4-star review. So that made us really happy that we got our first review. So whoever did that review, if you're watching this video, thank you very much for doing that. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this devlog. I just a quick thank you to our first and to our very first Patreon, Jumalina, for deciding to sign up to our Patreon. It really means a lot for supporting us. So thank you again for that. So yeah, this has been Mega, and I will see you again next time.